need that. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I will be on in just a second. What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Hello. Hello. Welcome to the end of democracy as we know it, guys. Welcome. Welcome. Why am I so... I think my lighting's a little too bright. Let's see. Focus. All right, sweet. Awesome. Hey, guys. What's up, everybody? Jenna Say What here. Coming to you live from the end of fucking democracy, which I did take a little bit of time because I was trying to find this. My little veil thing, which I'm not putting on correctly whatsoever. So we are at the end of democracy, guys. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Goodbye. Goodbye, America. So if you haven't heard, the big shitty bill passed. Oh, I didn't even change my title, guys. Oops. So the big shitty bill, did pass, and it is being signed into, law, or like signed in, probably tomorrow, tonight, something like that. Hakeem Jeffries, though, let's fucking give it up for him. God damn, what a blessing. What a fucking blessing, you guys. Like, how absolutely... Riles fucking... You know what, though? It does kind of give me more of a boost to where I'm like, alright, if we want to play that game, bitches, let's fucking go. Alright. As long as, like, you know, the people, you know, as long as the Democrats fucking do what they need to do to keep us kind of going. I don't know. It's going to be an uphill battle. It is going to be an uphill battle, but I really feel confident because there's no hiding who the Republicans are now. There's no hiding it. It's out in the open. The light has been shown on it. It is there's nothing that we can say or do that's going to change the you know, the truth of the matter of how they actually feel about their constituents, about their jobs. Yeah, it's just, it's horrible. It's absolutely fucking, it's a travesty. And like basically on the day of its birth, wow, what a fucking nightmare. Man, I don't know. It's wow. As the whole thing was playing out, I was like, please don't let this be the thing. Don't let this be the fucking thing. And it was the fucking thing. It was the fucking thing. Yeah, I saw, there is a hospital that just closed down, Wyoming, I believe. There was a hospital that just closed, in Wyoming. And I was actually looking at the hospital that's close to my mom in Illinois. So Illinois is losing, oh, that's healthcare. That's not, I think it said 8 or 9 hospitals, and there's a hospital close by her that's closing, but the hospital that I worked at isn't saying that they're going to close. However, whenever I was doing research, and Nebraska too, it might have been Nebraska. I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't remember which state it was. I'm really terrible at my states. Yeah, red states are gonna hurt the worst. Because they are the poorest, in our entire country. They represent most of the poor population. They represent some, like, even like food deserts. Like, a lot of the red states are food deserts. It's gonna become worse. Let's see what else. Like, it's just like I'm gonna make jokes about it and shit because I have to, but like it's because I'm putting up the fucking fight. And I get better along with comedy. So of course I'm gonna be a little bit more like I'm less like Aaron Parnas, I guess, and more like the Daily Show. You know what I mean? Like, um, it's we're gonna watch all of them fucking eat their words. We're gonna watch them, all these people that voted for him and really pushed for him and had those fucking signs out that was like Trump, like what was it? It was Trump low prices, Kamala high prices, and I was like, bro, what the fuck? What the actual fuck, dude? Fucking crazy. Apparently, it felt. Yeah. Hey, Dune. Oh my god. I hope that you're having a blast. Because you're up in New York, yeah? You don't have to give me specifics. I'm just like, I think the state that you're in. Felon in Chief didn't know what the bill was. Yes. Yeah. Part of me believes that he does know what's in that fucking bill. Another part of me believes that I think that he is going down the dementia rabbit hole and people are refusing to agree with that or whatever. That's my opinion.
Allegedly.
Oh, it's not loud enough. Hold on. Let me fix it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Um, but yeah, like he is. Oh man, I believe firmly that he is going through dementia. The stages are all present. I had lost my dad to dementia, so I do kind of know what I'm talking about. Not to mention like the years and years and years of in the medical field. He's not long for this world, absolutely. It is going to be quite an interesting situation whenever we start witnessing his kind of demise, because I'm like, like if he goes, like JD Vance is not, he's not it. You know what I mean? Like he's not it, bro. Uh, I just like they're not gonna follow him the same way. So, and I don't know if he'll be the same, like kind of being able to. I just don't know. It's just such a hard. We don't know. We just don't know. But I don't think he's long for this world at all. I think that he's probably not gonna like. I mean, he's the oldest president that we've had. He is showing aging signs that are not looking that great. Um, Again, how Mitch McConnell is still alive is almost frightening. Like, I don't ever want to be like that old. You know what I mean? Like, the bad not thinking about the state of everything. Yep. Dune, absolutely. It is it's hard to fight back the depressive thoughts. However, like, truth be told, there's more of us than there are of them. We're seeing a lot of protests, and I was incorrect. It's not No King's Day protest that is putting on tomorrow. It is actually the Women's March. So I actually need to get that address up so you guys can have it. I wonder if I can pin it. I doubt that I can. I don't know, but I'm going to throw that over in the link because I definitely want I want people to be able to show up and try to get as much get as many people out there as possible, because it takes 3% of the population to start like a whole change movement, and I think it was 3%. It feels like that's such a small percentage, but we're going to make that change. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of speaking out. It's going to take a lot of guts, but we have it. We got it. We're banding together. We're doing the thing together. No one's alone in this. Dude, you're not alone in this. No one in this, is alone. We're going to fight, and we're going to continue to fight. So yeah, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of work, you know what I mean? But, like, we're younger than them, so, like, we're going to outlive them, you know? So we're going to fight them and win one way or the other, you know what I mean? Like, they're a dying breed. It's only a matter of time, guys. Again, I don't know how Mitch McConnell's alive. I don't know how Boy is alive. I don't know, like, I don't know. It's crazy to me, but don't fear the Reaper. They better though. Like we'll outlast them. It's now just a outlasting game, I guess. Yeah, vote all of them out. The elections are coming up next year, November. Make sure that you're registered to vote. Make sure your name is on at least like two documents, official documents, if you can. Maybe arrange to help friends or people in your local community get to those places whenever it comes time. Do door knocking for candidates that you really like. Start looking into your candidates. Follow them on social media. Start looking to see what they're like, and kind of help boost them. Try to figure out ways to like get conversations going in your community, especially like for people like me. I don't mind reaching over to the other aisle or to the other side of the aisle and conversating with them, as long as they are fucking respectful and they're not gonna be just assholes that are going to be intellectually or emotionally dishonest, which is the biggest problem with that whole group, is they're very intellectually and emotionally dishonest. They know this is going to hurt their constituents. That's why they're making back alley deals. That's why they're doing all this. That's bullshit late at night. They know what they're doing. It's not a surprise to them. They know what the fuck they're doing. So we keep calling that shit out. We keep, putting the pressure on them. We keep doing all this and that. And again, time is on our side, man. Like, we're gonna outlast them, because if we we're just gonna outlast them, anyone under everybody 70 and older, you gotta go. Why the fuck would you want to work that long? Okay, like, I get power and money and whatever, but like sipping a marg on the beach. I love my downtime. I love my fucking downtime. So, like, it blows my fucking mind that they would want to stay in those seats for as long as they are, because, like, I'm sorry, the beach is calling my name. Like, I'm a beach bitch. I love the beach. I love the ocean. I'll take the mountains too. Like, I will, but I'm a beach bitch, and I love the beach, and I love me a margarita. So, like, that's a family quality right there. That's a family trait. We love our nice cool drinks on a fucking nice relaxing like beach day. That's a family trait. We love that shit. We love our relaxing time. We love our downtime in my family. So, like, the fact that they're sitting there still working at like 70 years old, I'm like, bro, I get no rest for the wicked, but like, you're taking it way too far. Like, Maleficent took her downtime, you know what I mean? Like, she was doing her fucking brows, bitch. She was doing her brows. She was living her life. She was chilling the fuck out. But like, and then she was doing her deeds. You know, all good villains do their deeds, but they have their fucking downtime. Joker has his downtime. Harley Quinn has a downtime. Like, where the fuck's your downtime at? Go retire. Go fucking retire. Please, I beg of thee. Fucking retire. It's so crazy to me. Like, it's just so fucking crazy to me. Like, you had a really good marg and top sale. Damn. I love me a margarita. It sounds horrible, but I do. I really, really do. Especially spicy marg. Shit slaps. Put some tahini on that rim. Leave the bottle. For me, you leave the bottle of tahini. I was like, do I have tahini right next to me? Normally I do. Like a spicy marg with like mango. Bitch. Fuck me up. You know what I mean? Fuck me up. Bro. I did find a way to like make a non-alcoholic spicy well, not really spicy, it's more just because the tahini's on the rim, but like a tahini mango drink, which is just like mango seltzer water. I want to figure out ways to like add to it, but anyways, I want to do all right, like spicy mango mocktail. There we go. Seltzer water, line the fucking rim with tahini. Like a lot of fucking tahini, dude. I pour tahini into it. I don't care. But anyways, that's basically it. It's just a 2-thing drink, but I love it because I can like drink it during the day while I'm working, and I'm like, I wish I was on a beach right now. But no, I'm not. I'm here working. No, Dune, I appreciate you dropping in. Thank you so much for showing up and hanging out. I know you're on vacation. Have a wonderful time. Have fun. I'll see you when you get back. Enjoy this time while our democracy falls down. But pouring one out for Hakeem Jeffries for breaking a record. Again, a speech record. This man is on fire, dude. Like whenever he did his like 26-hour speech, I was losing my fucking mind, dude. I was losing my fucking mind, and I never in my life thought that I would be a person that would lose their mind over politics and stuff. Nope. Fucking loved that shit, dude. I loved that shit. Like, he slayed. And then this one, and like Mike Johnson, because like I was actually watching the whole thing live, and like Mike Johnson comes up and he's like, I'm not gonna take as much of your time. And I was like, no, you won't, you little bastard. Oh, I need to move this a little out. I was like, I want my incense going. Girl needs to woo-saw for a second. You know what I mean? We gotta have some incense burning up in this house. Jesus Christ. But yeah, whenever he came up, he was like, I'm not gonna take as much of your time. And he was like so fucking smug, and I was like, I fucking hate all of you. And then at the end, like two of the fucking Republicans like said no, and like one person like flipped like during it, and I was like, oh, because it would have made it like 2 at the time, like earlier, and then they switched it out, I guess, from what it looked like. I was just like, my God, you guys have no fucking souls. Like, I would love to know what the fuck the whole deal was at the, like, whenever Mike Johnson was, like, going in the back room. Like, I should say, I don't anymore, like, bow down to other people. Like, the older I get, the more I'm like, nah, dude. I realize I don't have a title at all. Whoops. There we go. There we go. Oops. Oopsie doodles. Yeah, craziness, absolutely diabolical shit. Don't know how they sleep at night, honestly. Um, what fucking what a fucking tragedy. Um, but like I said, the good news is that everything has come to the light now. Like everything is on the table. We all know what the fuck is going on behind these closed doors, aside from like what the fuck kind of deals they could have been making, you know. Like again, I used to be a pushover, but the older I get, the less I'm to be like a pushover. And I feel like it's just so crazy to me because I like getting pushed over by a man that looks like Mike Johnson or Trump. My God. Like, are you fucking kidding me? The two of them look like Mike Johnson looks like a child dressing up like Stephen Colbert for Halloween, and Trump is a fucking orange. Like even Putin, I just be like, I don't know, like you look like a thumb, my guy. Like get out. Like I would immediately be like, get the fuck out. Get out. Like I'm going to just say no now just in spite of you. Like everything that they were doing, I'd be like, I would do shit out of spite. I'd be like, I'm voting no because you guys are pissing me the fuck off. And I'd be like, I'm voting no because Hakeem Jeffries over here is taking his fucking time because all of you guys are fucking dumbasses. No, I'm out. Fuck you. I'm voting no. Fuck you, Mike Johnson. Like during our vote, I'd be like, fuck you, Mike, you piece of shit. Like on the Republican side, like for real. Like I would not put up with that shit at all. Like any of that. Like, and now they best be realizing that we're coming for those fucking seats. We're coming for those fucking seats. Our Democratic asses are going to be sitting in those seats. There's not going to be a single fucking one of them that are going to last because all their constituents are going to be affected by it. Again, all of or a majority of the more impoverished states are red states, are the states that voted for him under a guise that he was going to lower prices. He was promising them all this bullshit that a lot of us were like, dude, he's lying. But no. They didn't listen. And now it's all of our fucking problems. And man, it fucking sucks, dude. We're going to have to deal with this for a long ass time. I firmly believe that we're going to end up like getting out of this in some sort of capacity come like the next election, hopefully midterms. Like we have to. There has to be something that's going to like turn this around. It has to. I refuse to like allow myself to be overcome with like sadness or like defeatism. Like I refuse to succumb to the defeatism of it. And that's why I'm like, we're all of us, let's head over to the Women's March. It was not a No King's Day protest. It is a Women's March tomorrow on the 4th. The website is in the chat. So please go check out your local Women's March and come out, support, do what you gotta do because like we showed the fuck up. We showed the fuck up on the No King's Day protest. We showed the fuck up for it. So we have to show up for this one too. We can't let like our depression stop us. We got to do things on the back end if you're not willing to like do things up in public. It took me years to be like, fuck it. You know what? I'm going to end up talking about this shit at least on my YouTube or at least on Twitch. Like, I have to use my platform and my voice for fucking something, dudes, because like I already have so few chips to dip in the world at this point. Like I don't have bodily autonomy. I don't have rights alongside with, like, you know, LGBTQIA rights are probably going to start getting stripped. So that affects me. Like, I'm a low income person. That's going to affect me. So, like, there's all these things that are going to affect me directly. And it really sucks for everyone, honestly. And then you have the fucking Gestapo out here snatching up people left and fucking right, trying to, you know, create this terror. And like fucking, it's came out, which to no one's surprise, fucking surprise, that, you know, Kilmar Abrego Garcia was fucking tortured in the El Salvadorian Auschwitz. And like, let's see what all did it have, because I'm like, I'm not gonna misquote this, but whenever he got there, the guards told him that no one leaves here alive. And so you already have that going on, and that's already terrifying all in its own, because like, that's psychological as fuck. And remember, we had the 8th Amendment, and all of these amendments, our entire Constitution, all of our laws and everything directly go for everyone, including illegal immigrants that are in our country. If your feet are on our soil, that those rules apply to you. That's just fucking simple math. I don't understand how people don't get that. So like, if someone comes in our country and they, like, you know, unalive a fuckload of people and they just leave, then all good, all copacetic. We don't have to go for them, because if laws don't apply to them when they're on our soil, you know, and they're, you know, they're undocumented, then I guess it's okay that they just did all that. But oh no, wait, you do have a problem with that though. Doesn't make sense. But anyways, I digress. But Kilmar also was subjected to have to kneel from, like, I think they said like 8 p.m. to like 6 a.m. or something like that, like almost 12 hours of having to kneel. And if anyone in that grouping fell from exhaustion, because you can't, like, I can't kneel. Like, I got fucking KT tape on my goddamn knee. Like, I can't fucking kneel all the time. Like, that shit sucks. Like, and they were expected to kneel that whole time, and if they didn't, then they would get beaten. Like, that's torture. Okay? That's fucking torture. And if anybody, and people that are like, oh, he actually, like, dude, no. I'm gonna be honest, like, all of us white folk, we've done way more illegal shit than any immigrant in this country. Like, all of us. So you can't tell me that, and with them, it's like, there was no evidence at all. And the person that is the only witness that they have, the star witness, in the Kilmar Abrego Garcia case, is that this guy is getting out of prison for snitching on him, and they're not looking into anything. They're just using him as an informant. And I'm like, bro, so I can just go up to any police officer and just be like, yo, this happened, and they just take my word for it, and they just, that's how it is? Hey, Poppy, yeah, I know, right? However, we still can fight. We still have the midterms. We still have, the ability to, you know, protest. We still have whatever little things that we can do. Contact your reps, you know, like, whatever we can do, we have to continue doing it. Even if it's exhausting, and it is exhausting. We're all exhausted, but we have to keep fighting. If we don't fight, that's whenever the problems happen. We have to continue fighting. But continuing on, so they would get beaten by batons if they fell, being forced to kneel all overnight. They were denied bathroom access, or he was specifically I'm sure it was a whole lot of them, but in this, it was quoted as he was denied bathroom access to the point of soiling himself. That is horrendous. Like, they don't even, that, just think about that. Like, in a regular prison cell, there are toilets in there. They're open toilets, but they have a toilet there. That means that they have no access to any sort of running water. If they don't have a toilet, they sure as fuck don't have a sink. They sure as fuck don't have a water fountain. You know what I mean? Like, that is torture. That is against the 8th Amendment, cruel and unusual punishment. He is on like, you know, he was detained illegally, of course, but it was on our soil. He's still in our custody. He is still subject to our laws, including the 8th Amendment, which keeps him from being fucking tortured. If I can understand that, and I'm dumb as fuck, if I can understand that, then how in the fuck are you people not, you know, this is a wake-up call to go out there. Yeah, you have to vote them out. We have to vote them out. We have to push. We have to collectively, like, talk to our friends. I was saying earlier, I'm willing to reach across the aisle. I'm good with that as long as they're fucking respectful to me and not just bad-mouthing shit and being emotionally and intellectually dishonest. That's my big problem talking to that side. If you can't be intellectually or emotionally honest with me and with yourself, then we can't even have that conversation, because no matter what you're going to say, or no matter what you say, is there just to be contrary. You're doing it just to be contrary. Like, you're that little sibling that's like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, use your fucking head. In Kilmar's cell, they also had bright fluorescent lights on 24/7. Sleep deprivation is a form of torture. Whenever like military is getting trained for like potential torture shit, that's one of the things is sleep deprivation. Like, sleep deprivation is absolutely a torture method, and they're fucking using it. So it's just like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. And then no windows. So, like, literally it's like if you were, you know, like, I can't even fathom it, honestly. And a lot of these people aren't like these horrible, like, you know, like felons or people with convictions. Like, there's a 2-year-old that they took. What the fuck could a 2-year-old do to have, you know, to be locked up? I've never seen that in my entire life, like, other than the last time that he was a president, you know? You can't imagine what it is, and it's horrible. Yeah, my brain can't even, like, fathom it. Like, I don't even think my brain wants to fathom it, because it's, like, it's crazy. And then he lost 30 pounds in 2 weeks. Lost over 30 pounds in 2 weeks. That's torture. That's literally fucking torture. Like, I don't know the official fucking definition of torture, but that's fucking torture. Because, like, that is what happens when you don't feed like, you're not feeding people. They're, like, we're hearing, like, that the food that they are randomly giving them is so tainted and filled with bugs and shit. It's so crazy. And then, like, you know, doing, like, the alligator Auschwitz. It's, how the fuck do you think that is okay? And then, like, fucking Laura Loomer, dude. Fucking Laura Loomer. Oh my Christ. Her, what was it? She had posted a tweet that was so fucking insanely specific that I was like, holy shit, this is really bad. Okay, so Laura Loomer's tweet said, alligator lives matter. The good news is alligators are guaranteed at least 65 million meals if we get started now. There are 11 million undocumented migrants in the U.S. at present, but there are 65 million Latino and Hispanic residents in the United States. 19% of U.S. citizens are Latin or Hispanic. So she pulls 65 million out, posts that. She did the research to see how many Hispanic and Latin community or people we have in this country to post that fucking abhorrent tweet. Like, what the fuck, girl? Like, if she thinks she's safe, mama, she got a big fucking surprise at the end of that fucking rope. Like, an absolute fucking surprise, because I've seen this fucking story before. We all have. The people that are trying to save their own asses, they join the oppressor. They go for it. They try to be their best friend, and what happens? Look at what happened with Funny Mustache Man. Look at what happened with his groups. The first people that he took out, once he was done with them, what do you do? Pop, pop, bye. So, like, if she thinks that she's not gonna get hurt, she's out of her fucking mind. She's out of her fucking mind. She's out of her mind. That place isn't gonna last long. No. Karma, exactly. But the worst, I think the thing that worries me the most about Alligator Auschwitz is because, like, it's in Florida, and we are at the start of hurricane season. We are at the start of fucking hurricane season. Our FEMA is dead. FEMA is dead, so now we're all on our own. But if a hurricane hits Alligator Auschwitz, all of those people, I don't give a fuck about the prison guards. I don't give a fuck about ICE. God smite them, take them all out. You know what I mean? But, like, all the people there that are innocent, like, what the fuck is gonna happen? What the fuck is gonna happen? It is, yeah, it's a death trap. And I know that that's what they're doing. Like, that is 1,000% what they're doing. They're absolutely sentencing these poor fucking people to death for no reason. And there's going to be children there. There's going to be children there. Like, the amount of starvation that's going to happen in this country just alone in the concentration camps, let alone the fucking, like, food deserts in the United States that are going to eventually not, all these grocery stores are going to be closing down. All these people are going to find themselves without the ability to go to a grocery store unless you drive an hour away. I grew up in a town where I had to drive like 40 minutes to the nearest grocery store that had everything that I needed. There was a small grocery store in town that carried, like, your bare essentials, like your small amounts of stuff. The grocery store hasn't been updated since, like, 1950, like, for context, still to this day. Like, I went back home last year, it's still the same. And there's not a lot of things that are going to keep going in these rural communities. And then on top of that, then you add on to the famine and things that are going to happen at the fucking Auschwitzes that we have now created. Like, what the fuck? The fact that this bill passed shows that they have no humanity in them. There's no humanity left in these people. It's crazy to me. And I firmly believe that if it was broken down to people on the other side, that's why I'm like, I'm willing to reach across the aisle and talk to people and explain things to them, because like I was across the aisle for many a years, and then I started to like do my research. I started to go, why do I like this candidate even though like I know nothing about them? And I started to do, I started to get affected by things that were happening in the Republican Party, and I was like, oh, I feel like I'm being just used as a pawn. Maybe I should start thinking about these things. And I started to like do my research. I started to educate myself, started to talk to more people across the aisle. And at the time that was a lot easier because it wasn't in this area, this realm. But it helped me kind of realize a lot of things and start to go, okay, just because I'm feeling guilt or feeling like deconstructing my own internal racism and things like that, like, because we all carry it in some way, shape, or form, especially like, so I started deconstructing things. I took a lot of time to cry about things and realize that, oh shit, I was doing the things that like I didn't think I was doing. And I started to change my behavior, started to change up the people that I was around, start to like call out things. Or if I didn't have the strength, the inner strength to like stand up for something, I like, especially with someone that I considered a friend, I would just slowly ghost them and just stop talking to them, which, at the time I didn't have those spoons. I couldn't do it. I couldn't have those conversations because I didn't know how to have those conversations. Like, I'm still learning myself right now. That's why I stumble over myself a lot, which I think is fine. Eventually I will, be able to be a lot more articulate about things and say things that are a little bit more like well put together. However, right now I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm coming out here guns blazing, like, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's say our like, our truth to power and like, do the things and try to help my community as much as I can, because like, coming from the cosplay community, people don't realize how much this is going to affect our cosplay community. This is only a matter of time. Like, it's going to affect literally everybody in every industry across the board. Like, cosplayers, we aren't immune. We're seeing the whole heat from the tariffs, and we started to realize that this was a whole ass thing. So now we're starting to need to speak up. Like, we need to use our voices while we still can. We need to start, stumbling over our words, but still getting the words out. So it's so important for all of us to like band together, do the goddamn thing, call our reps. Even if we stumble over our words, it's okay, because fuck it, I'm doing it now too. Like, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's do the goddamn thing. Like, we're just not going to be immune from it. There's going to be so many hospitals. Like, as someone that's been in the medical field most of my life, seeing the idea, like seeing everything and knowing that like hospitals are going to be closing is just so fucking crazy. Oh, hey, Ken. Condolences to both of us, to all of us. Democracy is pretty much dead, but I still have hope that we're going to be able to like push forward. So, yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. I like, so many people are going to be out of work. Like, we're focused on the, patients aspect of the hospital shutting down and being like, you're not going to get any healthcare in rural areas at all anymore. Like, try going to your local hospital. Not going to happen now. It doesn't stop there. It's also the healthcare workers that are there. I'm thinking of like all the lab techs, all the phlebotomists, all the nurses, all the doctors, all the techs, the secretaries, everybody, even the maintenance staff, like security, you know, there's so many fucking people that are going to lose their jobs. Even more so. And in a community in America where we are struggling to keep healthcare workers, us healthcare workers are leaving hand over fist. I left in 2021 after everything with 2020. I left patient-facing medical care. I went to back end. Now, the back end of healthcare, where you're doing your credentialing, you're doing your, making sure licenses are checked and all this and that, what I do now, that's going away too. I'm losing my job in October because our company is moving to India. So there are no jobs coming here from across the pond. It's just not happening. There's not going to be industry coming to America. There's not. Whenever they're like, oh, we used to build things. Yes, whenever it was World War II, you dumb motherfuckers, where we didn't have a choice, where we had to do the thing, and we had to do it fast, and where all the men were going overseas, all the women were up here stepping up and doing that shit and being Rosie the Riveters. Like, we were doing the fucking thing. And that's how everything kind of got started, to where women started to have rights, because we were like, hey, we can work too. Fuck you. Like, everything is connected. It's all connected, and it's all repeating too here. We have the playbook. Hakeem Jeffries, during his speech, was talking about how he's like, in 1775 they had a project 1775 too. Well, we have a project, and then our founding fathers had the project 1776. Now we're going to use that same playbook to fight the oligarchy. We're going to use that same playbook to fight the Republicans. Like, they have the playbook. We just have to be aware and doing the things that we're supposed to do in order to, doing that. Considering leveraging the other half of your dual citizenship. Yeah. Yeah, so Project 2020, so 2026, sorry. Project 2026 is our 1776. Oh my god, I have my fucking dates wrong. Excuse me. My bad. This is why smooth brain, not into history, and now I'm getting into history. Told you I stumble on myself. Okay, so our founding father is Hakeem Jeffries, said it way better than me. Please go look him up. He said our founding fathers had our Project 1776, and that beat out Project 1775. And so that's where, the thing, yeah, at least I'm pretty. Thank you. Yeah, obviously I misquoted the fuck out of him. But it was so eloquently said, and it just riled me up, and I was like, you're fucking right. Either way, the Constitution was written to fight a dictator, a king. We have to find a way to use that as the playbook, because our founding fathers didn't want this. They didn't want this. I don't know a lot of history, but I do fucking know that. I do too. I wish that we could do so much more, but what we can do is we band together, we fight together, we write our reps, we call our reps, we vote them the fuck out the second that we can. If you can run against them, fuck it. Let's run against them. Let's fucking give them a run for their money. AOC is one of the, yes, Jasmine Crockett. Hakeem Jeffries. They're all incredible people. How do you vote people out who aren't, that's a great question. We have to show up and show out, it's going to be hard for us to really know what to do until we start getting closer. But I know the reps have been talking to a lot of like TikTokers and influencers and stuff and keeping them in the know as far as that stuff goes. However, there is a huge change in the system, and hopefully it stays changed. And I fucking hate him. I do. I fucking hate him. But at least Elon isn't going to be backing him anymore. And I firmly believe that that's the reason why it was stolen. Is I don't think anybody else could have. I think that it was Elon. And now that Elon is walking away from it, I think that that's going to be the thing that tears everything apart. You found out while you were on the phone with oh yeah, with an AZ congressman and started crying. Yeah, Al, I don't blame you at all. Since the falling out, they don't care about the AI regulation either. Nope. It's unlikely to be a coincidence. That is correct. A lot of people don't have AI, knowledge, or, whatever, they're not smart about AI. There's like a lot of ignorance around AI and how to tell what's AI and how not. I fall victim to it way more often than I'd like to admit, but I try to be more up to speed with it and stuff, and I'm actually going to take like some AI courses just to like know the insides of it, just so I can also use that to my advantage so I can like be more informed. And it's like a Coursera course, so it's not a big deal, but I just kind of want that just for my own personal like knowledge. Yeah, they don't give a shit. They really don't. Opposed to hey, I love that. I love that idea, Solid. That's great. I love that. That's a great idea. I'm like moving my thing over so I can actually see a little bit better. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Computer, please don't. Oh. Oh, no. It's being wonky. There we go. There we go. Come to MagFest, I'll show you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm so proud that so you actually got the booth space? Did you say that the last time, or did you say that you were trying to get it? Have the build by then? Hell yeah. Not yet. Okay. Hopefully. I hope so. Hope so. But yeah, like, submissions open in September. Wake me up when September ends. But yeah, I just feel like nothing is over. We still have time. We've watched other dictatorships fall. Again, these motherfuckers aren't going to last that long, because the Grim Reaper is hanging out in the halls of Congress a lot. Home dude's just like waiting around until they all fall. But yeah, I definitely want to see some big changes come out, and do that. Yeah. You're gonna buy snacks. Oh, I'll buy you snacks, and if you really want to help at the booth. Oh, ayo. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, that's great. I really hope that you get the booth, because that'll be really rad if you get to showcase your work right there. It'll be pretty sick, honestly. Damn. Hopefully we still have a country by then, but I still am hopeful, so you know, we'll be all right. It's gonna be fine. I'm pretty sure that there's probably gonna be a lot of representatives going online and kind of giving us a rundown of what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be paying attention to like Bernie and AOC and Hakeem's and Cory Booker and everybody, Jasmine Crockett's, Instagrams trying to get some updates on things and see what's happening. And yeah, the New York primary, oh my god. Mamdani, our boy. I love it for him. Honestly, I think that speaks volumes because you had a candidate that was backed by like big money, and you had a candidate that was backed by the people, and the people fucking spoke. So we need to keep up that momentum. There needs to be more young people coming out to say, hey, I want to be a candidate. Hey, I want to do this. And so I think that it's going to, I think that is the glimmer of hope. That is the thing that we need to look forward to and go, if we can do this, I think we can do more. You didn't get his name straight? Yeah. That's important, guys. Mamdani. So like mom and Donnie. There you go. Mamdani. But yeah, incredible work on his part. He's been slaying the campaign trail. Good for fucking him. Good for him. I'm so proud. Yeah, no civil rights movement has made significant progress without violence. That is correct. Some of us are ready to get wild with it,
Allegedly.
So, just allegedly. We'll just throw that on the back end of that. Just friend Jay's trying to run for Congress, a gay ex-addict from the hollers of North Carolina. Just want to help his community. Fuck, I love that! You're not a fighter, but some people have to be. That's correct. I mean, there's always the good fight on the back end of things. Just writing your representative, calling them, little things like that will help. You don't have to be on the front lines of it. You don't, if you're scared or, you're worried about going to protests or whatever, you don't have to be. You can work on the back end of things. I did that for many, many years. Either donating or doing things or just even having a little conversation with someone that might have slightly different viewpoints than you, and kind of steer them a little bit in a different direction. Anything helps. Anything is a part of the fight. As long as you are trying in your way, that's what's important. Even just going out and voting. That's going to be a huge thing. It's going to be important for you to vote and to register to vote. Make sure that all of your information is correct. That way there's no chance that they can claim that your vote is fake. Watching the progress of your vote once you cast it. Because there are ways to do that. Yeah, Al organized bond funding during the BLM because the protests gave them PTSD. So, little things that we can do, even just being as much as like sharing a story every once in a while. If you're scared about using your platform to be deplatformed as a SW, I know all about getting deplatformed due to being an SW. And it is scary to post something like that on your platform, especially with, them searching phones for people that are coming across, just visiting and being like, oh, you have a funny meme of JD Vance that you want to get washed off the internet on your phone. Oops, I guess we're gonna have to send you back to England. Have a jolly good time. Like, what the fuck? So I can understand why anyone would be hesitant to post on their platform or their socials. I've only had one person reach out to me and be like, and I was like, you're deadly wrong, and I can't wait for you to find out the hard way that you're wrong. And that's kind of where I left it. I was very spiteful because I was like, how fucking dare you? Just leave. Yeah. Turn face off, or turn off face lock. Absolutely, 1,000%. They can't force you to use your PIN. Didn't know that. But they can unlock your phone with your face. Yeah. People on the internet are awful. I think that he was meaning it in a not so mean way, but I just immediately was like, fuck you. Which again kind of goes against me reaching across the aisle, but I'm gonna be honest. Like, I didn't really know this person, and I was very tired that day, and I was like, I don't have it in me, man. So I kind of went against what I normally do. But if I have like someone in front of me, I typically have a conversation with them. Restraint does take strength. Absolutely. I just wouldn't have responded. I did. I was having a shit day, and I was like, fuck you. Like, he picked the wrong fucking day for me, and I was like, I don't give a shit. So was that bad on my part? Possibly, but did it feel good? Absolutely it did. And then I blocked him, I think. I might have not, honestly. I don't know. But it did feel great, though. To just absolutely be like, at someone. I'm allowed to be a little spiteful. I used to be a conservative. I'm allowed to have that. That's still ingrained in me. The hatred. Just for them, though. It's just a reversal hatred. It's where I'm like, fuck you conservatives. How dare you not smarten up like me, you shitbags. Feel like you're hotter, angry version of me. Thank you. Thank you, solid. It's true. We've both grown significantly over the past few years, which I think is absolutely fantastic. I love to see the growth. Yeah, we're living in a time where it's hard to have, you know, positive growth, especially whenever you're being fucking tested every day. You're being fucking tested every day, and it is a lot, you know? So it's important to allow ourselves those every now and then telling someone that you hope that they receive the worst end of their bad decision making via voting. Sometimes you're allowed to have those moments, because that was actually my first one, but anyway, you're allowed to have those moments. But yeah, like, it's actually quite nerve-wracking, because, like, again, going into it, like, so many healthcare workers are going to lose their jobs, and they're going to go up, you know, to other, not necessarily other hospitals or other, like, facilities. I think that they're probably just going to walk from the healthcare field, because a lot of us healthcare workers are taken advantage of so badly, and we are so underpaid, and we're so mistreated. And so I think that a lot of healthcare workers are going to leave the field, and that's going to leave us with even a bigger hole to fill at some point that no one's going to want to fill, and no one can, because of because our schools are so fucking expensive. It's so fucking expensive to, like, go, and especially, like, nursing. There's no way I wouldn't have been able to go to nursing school. It was too expensive. Like, I wanted to. I looked into it, and I was like, I can't do this. Like, literally, I can't, because I would never be able to pay this back. Quite literally. I would always be in debt for the rest of my life, and I'm like, I can't. I can't do it to myself. We gotta love more than we hate. Yeah. Getting joy from what I know. I used to be the enemy. Thank you. I'll carry a little bit with me still. I'm a little hateful. I can't help it. You know what? I get it from my family, and I accept it. It's fine. It's fine. my family is mean, so, like, we don't take shit. We don't take shit. So if someone's going to be hateful towards me or be mean, I'll absolutely be mean back to them. I will not stand for it. Yesterday I was talking about bullying a bully, because I was like, no, fuck her. Because she'd bullied, like, several, like, a very large grouping of my friends, and, like, personally attacked each of them. And I was like, man, if she ever fucks with me, God, I can't wait. It was like, I just want to, like, I want her to do it. I want her to do it. And I was just sitting there waiting. I was like, It's only a matter of time. She's like bullied everybody in the community except for me. Where's my turn? And she did it. And I was like, yes! And I screenshotted that shit. And then she walked up to a friend of mine. I was like, hey, was this you? And I like showed it at her and then like proceeded to call her terrible names and then like was mean to her. I was like, if you have a fucking problem with something, then maybe you should fucking come up to me instead of being a bitch about it on the internet. I was like, so, and it's not my fault that you're a complete and total dumbass and you don't understand socio-political commentary. Sorry. So I was very mean, but I didn't give a fuck because I was chomping at that bit for like forever for her to do something so I could be like, all right. Like, oh, it was the best. How often does it end? Well, it ended perfectly for me, honestly. My friend was like, that was really mean. I was like, I don't give a fuck. She bullied a dude into offing himself. So, like, she's lucky that I just, like, laid a hard boundary and made fun of her. Like, she's very lucky. She's very lucky. Yeah. Whenever I say that she's bullied everybody, I quite literally mean she ran a cosplay group in the area, proceeded to bully every single girl that was in the group to the point where, like, I was actually warned prior to cosplay about this girl. Then, by someone totally different from this group of girls, it was a dude, another dude that got bullied by her, and then she bullied a huge group, and I was told to not join this group because if I did, then I'd get bullied if I tried to leave. Or I'd get bullied in it too. And I was like, why don't you all just come out against her and just like steamroll her ass? Like, that's the easiest way. Just everybody come forward and be like, look at what she says. Boom! All the screenshots, all the things. Wear a wire. Fuck them. Like, put it on the internet. You know what I mean? So, if they're mean, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be mean back. I have no qualms with it anymore. I used to be like way too kind and not be like, I would just let people like steamroll and I would just be like, I'm just gonna ignore it. Now I'm just like, well, it seems that you picked a fight today and I'm going to win it. Thank you. But yeah, cosplay community. Joe, how are you doing? Yeah, the cosplay community is awful. If you want torture and you want to learn how absolutely teenage adults can be, you join the cosplay community. It's great. I love it. It's fantastic. I love it. That's why I'm going into politics. Oh my god! That's unintentional, but I feel like it's probably gonna be like a pretty heavy turn on it and be like, we lost so many friends in cosplay. We did. But honestly, they were friends and they were not that great of people anyways. My life has not been worse. You know, like my life was way worse and I like everybody that has seen me since everything and I've like washed my hands of it and now I'm coming back to social media more. People are going, you are glowing. You look so happy, like more happy than you've ever looked in the entire time you've been on social media. I'm like, exactly. There's a lot of people that aren't in my stratosphere anymore for good reason. And that's why the glow up. Bless. That one hurt real bad for 20 minutes. Yes. There was one that hurt bad for 20 minutes or so, and then we just kind of was like, all right. I still think it's funny that there's like a little hate group. A little hate group. God, I hope that they're all banging. That would be great. I hope that I was a matchmaker for all of them. I know that I'm a matchmaker for two of my exes. It seems that they might, well, it seems that they're dating.
Allegedly.
And I I'm so glad I put that button on there. But yeah, I think it's great because both of them are assholes and one has a beautiful head of hair like the other one used to. So I think it's a perfect match and I'm so happy for them. I love being a matchmaker, an unintentional matchmaker nevertheless, but a matchmaker. Fantastic. Love it. Oh, so funny. But yeah, this one tried to get, dude, nothing's, Al and I, we could have had a princess between the two of us, and she just, she wanted to play that game. She wanted to try to go, what is it? Like, she wanted to go, not in a different direction. She wanted to backdoor that. Oh my god. But yes, cosplay community, that's how you ruin your mental health. But yeah, just a degree. It's very easy to get consumed in self-rage to rage. I'll do what I do. We'll come out. One way or the other, either way, I like me and I like hanging out with me. So no matter what, even if it's just me, that's fine. C'est la vie, you know? It is what it is. I did not make the name Jenna Say What for no reason. We didn't cash in on that shit before. Now we're cashing in on that shit. Like, personally, Lindsey Graham is gay as fuck.
Allegedly.
Oh. Damn it.
Allegedly.
There we go. I hit two buttons at the same time. My bad. Both from the Letterkenny little universe. But yeah, no, I just like, I'm sick of just like pushing everything down because like, nah, yeah. Oh, dude, Letterkenny's the best. Yeah, I'm sick of pushing things down and being, like, super quiet and meek and letting people, like, steamroll. I have too many funny stories at this point that a lot of people have gifted me through years of trauma. So I'm going to use those things. I'm going to, like, make jokes. I'm going to make jokes at the expense of our right-wing Republican Party because they have no souls.
Allegedly.
I love that fucking button. I'm going to be using the fuck out of that thing. They are fair game. They're killing a majority of us in the United States. So we're allowed. Like, no help for kids. Yeah, you're such a party of you know, loving kids and save the kids and kids deserve all this stuff. Like, bro, you can't say that shit and then vote this heavily against it. You just can't. There is no rhyme or reason to it. You're literally going to starve children to death. Like, WIC is such a huge thing. And, like, all of these programs that a lot of moms and children utilize are going to go away. SNAP, things like that. Like, and a lot of times, like, some of the states don't even use those words. So some of these people don't even realize that they're going to lose it. That's what's crazy, is there's so many people that are going to lose this stuff, and they don't even realize that they're on it. Because it's called something different in their state. So, like, these people voted against it, against their own interests. And it's crazy. It's crazy to me. Oh yeah, no, I feel like myself nowadays. Nowadays I do. Yeah, like, so many kids are gonna lose out. The people, like, all of the generations, like, everybody is gonna feel this fucking burn, and no one is going to be able to afford to live or survive. Defunding education, exactly. It is very intentional. Stupid votes for things like this. Uneducated votes for things like this because they don't have the ability to look up things or They just take things at face value. They don't question. So whenever something is placed in front of them, no matter how much it goes against its own self, like they will believe it. It's easier for them to believe that. And so I think that, you know, them doing the school vouchers are going to just destroy public education as a whole. The school vouchers are a joke. It is just so we can privatize school care now. Like, now schools are going to be privatized. So you, instead of being able to just allow your child to go to school under the public education sector, which I was in, that's going to be gone. And you're going to have to pay for schooling for your child. And if you can't, guess what? Your child's not going to get an education. They're making us into slaves. They're making us into new slaves. Like, they've already been doing that in the fucking prison system. The prison system is just laud, like, okayed slavery. So now we're going to make children that. Like, they're opening up jobs for children now. So what? Those two go hand in hand, babes. Those two go hand in fucking hand. Because if you have children not getting an education, parents not being able to afford anything, what's the next step? Children going into the workforce. And what bothers me on the next step is that we are opening up coal mines again. And I come from coal mine territory. My high school wrestling buddy was killed in a coal mine accident. A horrendous one. A horrendous accident. Right after his baby was born. So, like, it's not safe in those things. I've been down in them for field trips, but they allow you to see, like, where they're crawling. Kids are the ones that would fit in those. That's where the kids would go. So all of this stuff, it's crazy. It is the next depression. I was talking, so I might catch him in chat. Hold on. Yeah, and we have concentration camps. We do. Look at rural Appalachia. Your grandfather didn't finish elementary schools and worked in the mines. Exactly. The tone deafness it takes to celebrate July 4th this year. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why, you know, we need to all go out to the Women's March. They are doing a Women's March tomorrow on July 4th. That is the link so you can look up all of your local protests if you want to go to it. If you can't, or you don't have those spoons, it's understandable. Get the word out, because I know I thought it was under No Kings, and I said so yesterday, but that was incorrect. It's actually under the Women's March. Which doesn't mean that women are the only ones that can march. Please, dear God, everyone come out. We have to show up in droves. We have to show them that this is not okay, that we're not okay with people being imprisoned, ripped off the street, thrown into fucking unmarked vans. And people are already using that as ways to kidnap and rob people. They are already having issues with people showing up acting like ICE agents because you can buy that shit online. I have one of those vests that I bought for a cosplay. I have some pictures of it up on my Instagram. I was able to buy that, no problem. So they're able to mimic and look like ICE agents, and they are robbing people, and they're kidnapping people. This is terrifying. We have to be all against this, because this is not normal. This is the Gestapo 2.0, America style. Like, this is terrifying. So, like, my question is like, what's the fucking legality of when ICE agents roll up and you're like, I don't know if you're an ICE agent, bud. Because there's a lot of, like, I'm not saying anything. I'm literally just asking the question. But, like, what if you have a conceal and carry? What happens then? Where is the line? Because once that line is crossed, which it's only a matter of time, what's going to happen then? Because now ICE is funded to the tune of, I think, $50 billion. Yes, $50 billion, which is more than Israel's entire defense system or their entire army money. Like, that's the entire, like, they're going to be funded more than our U.S. Marines. What the fuck? What's going to happen whenever civilians inevitably cross that line because we don't know? What's going to happen then? Because that's the question that I keep having is like, when is it going to be all out civil war here? Because I just don't know. And it's not going to be like the Civil War was back in the day. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be like it was in the original Civil War. It's not going to be like where we fight our brothers and sisters, like, I get just the brothers and the, you know, it's not going to be that way. It's going to be fought in a totally different way. And none of us are, none of us really know how that war or that thing is going to happen. This sure as fuck is the start of it. That's for fucking sure. But, like, when the line gets crossed, how, like, what the fuck's gonna happen? Because it's already shaping up to be a dictatorship. It's already shaping up to be the worst thing that could possibly happen to the American public as we know it. People are going to die. People are going to be disappeared. People are getting, like, people are applauding people getting eaten by alligators, which, by the way, is a whole ass slavery thing. That happened in the slavery days. Like, when the fuck? Like, it's so much. But at the same time, I refuse to fucking give up. I refuse to stop fighting because, again, we don't know what this is going to look like because we haven't had this much technology. We don't have people on the internet that, you know, back in the day that were, like, screaming at the, you know, about the Gestapo. We didn't have people on the internet, you know, back in the day being like, fuck the, you know, the South, like, you know, fuck the Confederacy. Like, they didn't have that. They didn't have people that were doing independent journalism and things like that. So, like, I feel that we have an upper hand in a weird way. You know, I'm looking at every little glimmer of hope. You know, we have people out there, Jasmine, AOC, Bernie, like Bernie, God bless Bernie so much. But, like, we have so many people, Hakeem Jeffries, Cory Booker, like, all these people that are really speaking out and speaking truth to power and riling up all of us to fight it. I believe that we're going to be okay in the long run. It's just that I'm terrified of the people that we're going to lose in the middle. And that's what bothers me the most, because I know that those people don't deserve to be lost in the middle. We all deserve to make it to that finish line. And I think it's absolutely fucking abhorrent that, like, there are going to be people that will not cross that finish line like some of us will. I don't know if I'm going to. Hell, they may snatch my ass up and be like, she's talking on the internet about things. Oh, she's also an SW. Oh, she's also a witch. Oh, she's also trans. Oh, we got all the cookies in the cookie jar with this one. Boop. Most of the cookies in the cookie jar. I don't have... I'm white. I'm... if you couldn't tell. Yeah, it's crazy. Slave children born in with disabilities. Yeah, it's horrifying. And they were making postcards out of it. They were making these things like merch, just like they're doing now. It's the same fucking thing. Make America Great was like already a slogan from failed presidents that, or like failed Republicans that failed with it. Like, it's always been like Project 2025 was always the goal of these people. It was always the goal to get there. But I feel like they weren't expecting people to revolt. And I feel like we need to revolt. And I'm okay with getting a little cuckoo bananas, you know, come later if we have to. I'm down. Because, like, revolutions, man, you know? And like I said before, if my hair goes up into a Marie Antoinette situation, it's on. If there's a bird cage in that motherfucker, because I do know how to do those now. I do know how to do the Marie Antoinette hair, and I have hair long enough to do a really wild one. If it's up, it's on. So, like, just so you know, we're throwing that out there. I mean, I already am doing, like, the goth, like, puff sleeve situation, like, getting a little bit into my, I almost said Emma Watson. That's the actress. Oh my god. Oh my god, my Poor Things era and my Emily from Nosferatu era. Like, I keep doing like the dark eyeshadow and shit, just like with the dark lip but not black. I don't know. It's so I've been feeling in that time frame, so I've been really like kind of leaning into it. And then, like, of course, I also got like photos of my grandmother from like my dad's place. I still have to, like, put them up, but, like, look at, my grandma's, though, obviously, is this one getting married, but, like, so, I've been slaying on this, but these are original prints. They're, like, they got the shine to them. Oh. But, yeah. I've been feeling in that era, so I've been really kind of leaning into it with at least my makeup, and you must bounce on it crazy style. Fucked with my voice. Was it worth it? Yeah, it was. I went too hard on that. That was, woo! I needed that though. I needed to get a little crazy. But yeah, like, so I've been feeling in that era. So a lot of my like recent purchases, like I got this at like a thrift store, and I was like, yo, this is, I wanna put some like poofiness in this so it like stays up where it's like more like Poor Things, Bella Baxter. There it is, Bella Baxter style, where it's like, but yeah, so crazy. It feels like that kind of era, so I've been really, like, doing the thing. What's that? Oh, what's the chat saying? Finish up your friend Will's Tinkerbell dress for half Halloween. Oh my god, I love that. Half Halloween? Oh my god, you're doing Peter Pan sexual. Oh, doing Peter Pan sexual and Captain Hooker? I love that. Twinkerbell. Oh my god! I love that so much. The gay in that is just absolutely incredible. Twinkerbell, Jesus Christ. Trying to keep your head up in the moment. Figured, oh, absolutely, Geek. Thank you so much for popping in. Honestly, it's not over. We're still gonna fight. We're still gonna call our reps. We're gonna vote these motherfuckers out. You know, we're going to vote them out. We're going to contact people in that area that we need to get these reps out. We're going to fucking fight. We're not going to allow these motherfuckers to kill off our Americans, our citizens. We're not going to allow them to put fucking people in cages. We're going to do something. We have to do something. We have to band together. Even if it feels like all for naught, it is not. It is all, you know, we have to fight. We have to stand up and fight. Cory Booker, Hakeem Jeffries' speech. It was very, very long. It was 8 fucking hours. I watched quite a lot of it. I think I watched it like a majority during my workday. It stopped at 1 p.m. or so, and I started it at 8 a.m. So like I was watching pretty much the whole time. Highly recommend, like towards the end, I would say like an hour or so, watch on 2 times speed, but like he said a lot of really good, powerful messaging. We're gonna fight. We're gonna do what needs to be done. It killed me because like once Hakeem Jeffries stopped, did his speech, they panned the camera over to the Republican Party, and there was a dude, I don't know what fucking Republican he is, like show me state, Missouri. He's from Missouri. That dude is as gay as the day is long. And then there was an Asian dude right next to him, and I was like, you know that you two are going to be the first ones, right? When they are done with you, you know that they're going to be, they'll get rid of you in one capacity or another. Like, are you stupid? Like, I come from that. Like, I know what they say behind your back. I was the person that they were telling that shit to. And the abhorrent shit that racists say that are a part of that that party is so incredibly insane that I'm just like, you guys realize that you're on the chopping block too, buddy. Like, just because you kiss ass doesn't mean. It's the same thing with Laura fucking Loomer and her post. Like, it's only a matter of time. You are not going to get out of this. Look at history. Like, look at what happened with Funny Mustache Man. Look at what happened to his little gay protege that like hung around with him. I think he was gay, but like, or he was Jewish. I can't remember one of the two. I'm bad with history, but it's something like that. But basically, once he was done with him, it was curtains for him, It's crazy. Oh, hey, Sky. Yeah, I hope that you have a great week as well. Tribalism can only get us so far. If the past 27 years of life has proven anything, forget politics. Yeah, I mean, we would love that. We would love to forget that, but we have to just keep on trucking forward and keep fighting the reps, getting them out, voting them out, getting rid of them. There is a protest. Oh, your business carrots came in. Yay. Yeah. Sending pics. Oh God, I can't wait. I'm so excited. Touche. Yeah. Oh, no. You're good. I know that it sucks. I know that it really sucks. And I highly recommend, like, for me, I'm weird. Whenever it comes to things like this, I get more exhilarated reading into it and learning more. Like, I hyperfixate on things that are like going wrong so I can try to fix them, or I can try to at least give a good message out, or like help other people if there's other people affected by whatever it is I'm hyper focused on, right? So for me, I've been nonstop watching politics. Like, I watch politics most of my day. I would say probably about, I work from 8 a.m. to 4:30. That entire time, minus about 2 hours of that, is filled with me watching politics. Like, crazy. Hey, Abby! Hey! Oh, what you eating? I do have tacos. Never mind. I was like, I kind of want tacos. Like, I made tacos. Yes. Yeah, I typically do really well whenever it comes to like watching things like that. Like, it gives me comfort. So that's why I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna like do the thing. Yeah, when democracy crumbles, tacos, facts. There is like a Hispanic food truck that is close by me, and I'm not sure about like any status or whatever, but I'm probably gonna go up there and grab like some tacos and stuff from them tomorrow, just so I can like throw some money towards people, like anybody that's in the Hispanic community, you know, especially since I fucking love actual like Mexican food, like Mexican tacos, like especially if they have like the taco truck. And that motherfucker sits there all the time, and I drive by it, and it smells so fucking good, dude. Oh my god. Like, oh my god. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do things like that tomorrow. Kind of patron, like, things like that. So, like, oh, that's other ways that you can, like, help just support is, you know, if you're going to go get food, like, go to a taco truck that you know is owned by, you know, actual, like, you can do any person of color, really, and do things like that. Help support those groups, or LGBTQIA, like, food trucks, or restaurants, or things like that. Like, just coming up with those things. So I'm a little stuttery over my words, being like, how do I form this sentence? But things like that even can help. Just showing support in your community where the support should be. That's yeah, even bars too, yeah. Do your research. I know in the Raleigh area, Jesus fucking Christ. The amount of things that I hear about, like, some of the bars in this area where they're like, oh, we're a gay bar, but then you find out that the owner is actually, like, a real big piece of shit, and then he burnt down one of his buildings.
Allegedly.
According to rumor, for the money, but it was like an LGBTQIA bar. So 2 of the bars that were owned, one went down in flames, the other one they just, like, you know, closed out. So do your research a little bit too, because there are some shady motherfuckers out there, and like, sucks. It sucks. I was really disheartened whenever I heard that story. I was like, yeah, I can see that, because every time I went to one of the 2 of those bars, it was always like very badly operated, and I kind of wondered. And then I found out that it was actually, like, I guess it was actually run by a straight dude, and I was like, oh, so you're just profiting off of our community. Great. Love that. I love that for us. Yeah, look for where you're going and stuff like that. But yeah, that struck with me pretty hard, where I'm like, shit, now I have to, like, look into this stuff. Just because, like, I thought it was a really, like, it's a shitty move. It's just a shitty move. Yeah, capitalism in a nutshell. We are in late stage capitalism, so there technically is no ethical consumption in this consumerism currently. We just have to do the best that we can. Like, I used to vehemently shop at Target. I haven't set foot in that motherfucker in, like, months, since, like, the DEI program was pulled. However, do I still have my, what do you call it? My Amazon Prime? Yes. I'm trying to, like, wean myself off of it so I can stop using it. But there's a lot of times that things, like, I just have to get from there. So I'm like, do I want to do this or do I want to not? Like, I'm really on the fence about canceling my Amazon Prime membership, and I really didn't want to, but I really think that I might have to, just out of pure, just, it's icky to me. Spotify is another one, of course. They're also a big piece of shit. Will I cancel my Spotify membership? I don't think so, because I really listen to it a lot, and I know. So it's one of those things where I'm like, I have to pick and choose. I can give up Target, I'm giving up Target. Gave up Walmart, gave up Walmart. So, like, you kind of have to pick and choose. There is no perfect way of doing it. You had to the other. I know you did. I know. I do, like, there's no perfect way to do it, but even if you just don't go to those places less frequently, it still hurts them. Like, any way that you can make them hurt, you make them hurt. The music thing is tricky for me. Your taste is mostly contemporary, so every other artist you can think of is just, yeah, ethical trash one way or the other. Yeah, yeah. It's it's very hard. And there's not going to be a perfect way for us to go about, boycotting things or, silently protesting things. We can only do so much. But stopping, where you can, when you can, is really the key on that one. Is, again, it's we're not going to be able to stop the whole train, but we can at least like throw some wrenches in those gears and try to like fuck them up a little bit. It, again, there's no right or there's no perfect answer, and it's not going to be an easy answer, and it's not going to be an easy solution, and we're just going to have to do the little things that we do as best as we can, and then go to protests, call the reps, vote the people out. That's the other way that we can do it. So little jabs, just little jabs, and then a to vote them out. Is me pushing them out.
Allegedly.
Anyways, I really do love that button. I have a few others that I need to like add up and, stab me in the mouth. Exactly. So crazy. So it really sucks because especially with this bill going into place, this is the largest transfer of wealth from the bottom 10% to the upper 10%. We're not going to be able to pick and choose a lot of times. Like I said, some places are in food deserts, that can't even, they don't have the access, or they may not even have the vehicle to be able to leave their home and go to a grocery store that isn't run by, a mega corporation. It's the only one in the vicinity of them, or they have to like have Amazon delivery. Like, you got to pick and choose your battles, but as long as we're like out there trying to vote them out, trying to like defeat them in the polls, even like volunteering for like local constituents, local representatives, like, again, do research, find out their social media handles, find ways that you can just like volunteer a few hours or whatever. Like, they have they're gonna start doing cold calls, they're gonna start doing knocking on doors. Parts of me are like, fuck, the people that are like shooting people that, come to their door. That was a thing, and I guess it's not anymore. We haven't heard much of that, but I mean, fuck it. There's a good chance that I might do that too, and start really getting out into the public and trying to like do something more, especially with me, not, losing my job in October and choosing to see if this is going to be able to make it to where I can at least survive, and then continue doing social media, doing all the things to see if like that can happen, because I would like to volunteer my time. And with me working a full-time job plus doing social media, that would mean that I'd have to like either cut out like my actual job or social media, and I again want to like see about like doing entertainment instead of my corporate sort of job, which didn't really pay me much anyways. And I've always said that if I like stopped working my normal job and put all my energy into the Je ne sais what umbrella, that I would be able to grow that umbrella to match, because it's not a hard line to match if I'm going to be completely honest. It's not a hard sell for me. So, because again, I said earlier, I was like, I am like working full time and I'm still in the poverty levels. So I'm like, Like my social media has afforded me slight things more than what it used to, and so I'm just gonna let's see, because I really want to volunteer. I really want to volunteer my time and like try to help out a candidate and like go talk to people and like try to hand out flyers and try to like help get our democracy back. If I can be a slight change in the system, then I want to be that slight change in the system. I want to leave a mark of like good on this world. And I think that everybody should kind of aspire to do that. And, you know, again, it's as simple as just even talking to a friend and seeing where they stand on certain issues, or, you know, just getting together and protesting, or, you know, whatever. Did want to ask, uh, yeah, I'm down. Yeah, I need to check that schedule, because like normally October is like my craziest month, and it's going to be a crazy month because like now this is me jumping into the deep end of the pool in October. So like now it's me going, let me start jogging now and see, you know, what's going. So I'll probably be down. I just need to figure out like logistics and stuff, especially since the Carolina Ren Fair goes like for 2 months and then that's it. I feel like our Renaissance Fair goes so quick that I very rarely get a chance to ever go to it. I think that last year I didn't even go. I do want to go to Time Travelers Weekend. I do want to go to that one. Because I think that would be really fun, because I kind of want to bring my Twi'lek. I want to paint. Pardon. I want to paint up. I love painting up. It's my favorite thing in the whole wide world. Yeah. I really want to see where that ends up being, because it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be, yeah. Oh yeah. You're coming back for one weekend with the girl. Oh yeah. Talking to. Oh yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah. Let me know, Al. I'll make sure that I'll make sure that I flip flop my plans and whatnot and get out there. But try to make it that same weekend so it does the thing. But yeah, good for you. Good for you. I love that. I love that for you. Yeah, it's so crazy to me, because like the people that are struggling now are going to be struggling so much more in the next, you know, coming years. The no tips on tax, or no tax on tips, only extends until 2028. I don't even know if it's in the bill, because like they changed a lot. So I'm not an entire. Hey, congrats, Al. Woo. I'm not even entirely sure, like, that situation. Like, I'm gonna have to reread everything. It's gonna suck. But yeah, like, what a fucking nightmare. But I mean, even our president doesn't apparently know what's in the fucking bill anyways. You know, because it's all just made by white supremacists. Oh, it's great. Oh, screams in the ether. Yeah, it's. Oh man, it's crazy. They did take out the election tampering. Oh, thank God. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. I saw that provision in it and was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Because I was like, that's only a matter of time before, like, it ends up kind of, like, screwing us in the long run as well. So Trump can't rule over the election, overrule election results. Thank God. Because, like, that was something that I was, like, really, like, worried about, because you know that he was going to add a third term and then just continuously add terms, because he's not a person that wouldn't do that. But again, we have time on our side, and that Grim Reaper is really hovering over that motherfucker. You want me and Logan to have a debate stream? I'm not sure how great I am at debate. I used to do debate really well, and then like I lost myself, and so I lost all of that kind of ability. I'm getting better at like being able to hold my own in a conversation, but for the most part I'm still not there in the terms of, no, not Logan Paul. Although so the Hispanic dude that fought Logan Paul just got picked up by ICE. Like the recent like MMA fight, he just got picked up by ICE. And I'm just like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. And I believe he's a US citizen. You're on the same side, so it's not really oh, that's a good point. Okay. Oh, he just got deported. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, Logan Paul is a Trumper. Dummy. What a dummy. What a fucking dummy. He just got deported. That's so insane to me. Like, I just don't get it. Shit is bleak. It is bleak, but I refuse to, like, not fight. I refuse to, like, back down. So I'm definitely going to be one of those people that, like, will see the positivity in some, like, in all of this in some weird way. Like, I see lights at the end of the tunnel. Like, I know that this is going to get bad before it gets better. But I believe that we're gonna win in the end. Everything is now out in the open. It's all come to light. No one can lie about this shit. No one can be like, oh, it was the Democrats. They can say that all they fucking want, but everything is out there now. Like, everything is out there now. There's no way that they can claim that they weren't a part of this. You know? There's no way. So that's one of the positives. They also tried to do this in the 20s. Again, everything is just repeating. We just have to kind of modernize things for that. But, like, they tried to do this in the 20s. We are going to have, you know, we're probably going to have economic fallout. This is probably going to be very detrimental. Oh, I can't wait for the approval record either, or ratings. Oh, God, it's going to be great. But in the 20s, with everything and the downfall of everything with the government, we ended up getting several safety nets, like social safety nets. That's where a lot of our social safety nets came from. So we're going back to a time before those social safety nets in the 20s, in the 10s, and it's gonna suck. There's going to be people that are not gonna make it to the finish line, and I wish that, like, they could. I don't even know if I will. You know what I mean? So we keep trucking towards that. We learn from the past. Everything that they're doing now has already played out before. We just have to figure out a way to adopt it to the time period that we're in now, and how to do the things to defeat them in the end. There's a lot of people working on it. Like I said earlier, that, like, I'm going to be watching a lot of, like, Jasmine Crockett's live, AOC, Bernie. I think Cory Booker also goes live and gives updates. I'm not sure if Hakeem Jeffries does or not, but I'm going to be watching a lot of those lives to see what they're saying, see how they're responding to all of this, and kind of go from there, because they're going to be the kind of lead that I'm going to follow and kind of piggyback off of a lot of the stuff that they say and everything and whatnot. The fact that this can now, yes, yeah, so there's a possibility that, you know, gay marriage could get overturned. Yes, absolutely. It's not there yet. That means that if everything's still the way that it was in the bill, that if they exclude, they get rid of gay marriage. So I'm in North Carolina. North Carolina sues for the right to get gay marriage. They win because it would be considered unconstitutional. We win. North Carolina gets gay marriage, but it's not recognized in Virginia or South Carolina or Tennessee, our bordering states, until they sue. So, like, so much for fucking states' rights, am I right? They ran on that fucking platform that it's states' rights. Oh, we're gonna leave it up to the states. The states can do whatever the fuck they want. Now it's going back to federal, and you're gonna just abolish everything. So we are going to see a lot of that. We are going to see a lot of Christian nationalism. We're going to see a lot of hatred and ignorance and terrible things that are going to play out. And there's no sugarcoating that. There's no way to go around that. It's going to be really bad. But I do believe that if we fight and we keep continuing to use our voices and to do everything that we need to do, talk to our neighbors, talk to our friends, talk to people across the aisle if you feel comfortable with that, talk to the people, like, get the reps, get them voted out, put in more people like, Zohran Mamdani. Get more people in there that are going to be more in touch with the American public versus these fucking oligarchs that don't know what the fuck going to the grocery store is like. You know what I mean? Like, people like AOC had to work off of tips. She knows what it's like to be in the streets and work from paycheck to paycheck and have to butter up a client at the bar for, a better tip. Like, we know those struggles. We know those realities. We need more people in that have those realities and understand those realities. We have to push for it. Post about them, get the word out. There's a lot of things that we can do on the back end that's going to help and going to make everything slightly less doomy, especially while you're doing them. Because you have a goal, you have something, a task that you need to complete, like, sending an email to your rep. If you're, worried about calling your representative and stumbling over your words. I called my reps. I was stumbling over my words. I don't care. I still called. That's the important thing. Doing something is better than doing nothing. Doing something is better than doing nothing. Continue doing little things on the back ends, and I just feel like this is not over. It's not going to be over because their constituents are now going to find out what they have done. The people that they lied to are going to start realizing we're already in a fuck around and find out phase. This is only going to get much, much more powerful. The people that voted for this are going to start getting affected heavily. And they're going to start looking for the truth. And we just have to allow them to either get to people like me where they can listen to me, they can talk to me. I don't mind. They can, find people like me that are willing to talk to them and give them the real rundown and be like, yo, they lied to me too. I was a part of that group. I walked away, then started to realize, oh shit, there's a lot of things I was lied to about. There's a lot of things that were incorrect information. Like Fox News right now is no longer a news organization. It is an entertainment channel. They were stripped of their right to be considered a news organization. They are no longer. A lot of people don't realize that. And, like, not for nothing, I love the little infighting back and forth. Like, Tucker Carlson, fucking hate him. Fucking hate that man. His laugh makes me want to scream. But his little interview with fucking what's his face cracked me the fuck up, because I was like, yo, his laugh is killing me right now, because he's literally like, you don't know how many people are in Iran? And then he just like spouted off the number. And I know that it was bullshit, the whole thing, that, you know, whatever. But watching him take down, like watching Tucker Carlson take down a fucking Republican and just slap him with all these, like all this, like facts and stuff, I was like, oh my God. And then Tucker Carlson came out and was like, oh yeah, Fox News is all fake. And I was like, what is happening? Why am I enjoying this right now? And it's him. Like, I don't like this because it's you, Tucker Carlson, that I have to inevitably be like, good job, bud. Same thing with fucking MTG. Like, Marjorie Taylor Greene. All of a sudden, she's like, man, fuck him. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I mean, it's only just like a little snippet. It's a little salty. Just a little. And they're slowly starting to say things like this. It's only a matter of time before they all start, like, saying things or getting thrown under the bus. So then they have to be like, fuck you, Trump. And then it's going to just kind of steamroll. The cracks in that party are showing. From what I gather is that all of the Republicans won't even look anyone in the eye on the floors. They won't look at the Democrats in the eyes. They know what the fuck they're doing. Some of them, it's going to eat them apart, or like alive. And I hope it does. I hope to God that some of these motherfuckers lie awake at night and realize what the fuck they did. That whatever was promised to them, whatever was like their prize for saying yes to this, that they're going to be voted out and on the fucking street the next election cycle. You know what I mean? Like, get out. And they're gonna just learn the hard way. I have high hopes that there's cracks in it. We have to look to the small glimmers of hope in order to, like, steam forward. And there's gonna be more that will show. There's going to be more cracks in the Republican Party. The further we go into this rabbit hole, the more those cracks are going to show. I never thought, well, I did. I knew that Elon was going to get thrown under the bus from the jump. I just didn't realize it was going to be this quick, that he would, you know, get steamrolled and then have to pop up and flip him off and be like, he's in the Epstein files. I'm like, no shit. A lot of us fucking knew that. Like, a lot of us fucking knew that. Like, people don't know. People don't even have a fucking clue. It's not even scratching the surface of this shit. It's not even scratching the fucking surface. Like, there was a website that was dedicated to celebrities and the gossip of them. Now, you're going to have to take this trip with me. I promise it's going to be slightly worth it at the end. But it was a website that I read every single day because I was like, this is horrible. But it would be like the maid or someone that's close to this celebrity that would post this story, and they would kind of redact the name. And it would be like, this celebrity singer who's known as a pop princess, now fallen, only watches during the holiday season, only has her Christmas music videos playing in her entirely decorated Christmas house while she sits there drunk off of champagne and cries. And I was like, are they talking about Mariah Carey? And then like a few weeks later, whenever it would come out in the tabloids, it would say it was Mariah Carey, and then it would tell you the story. But they would always wait. And so, like, there was one of them, and it was right at the end of this website. I wish it was a joke. It was right at the end of this website that, like the demise of the website, I should say, not like the end of the page or anything. The demise of the website. One of the last things that I read on that fucking website, which was all of these celebrities all go to a location off the grid to have sex with children. And I was like, oh my God. And it said celebrities and politicians. Sorry. It said celebrities and politicians go here and this and this and this. All of a sudden, the website got bought out that same fucking like 2-day period. And I was like, there's some validity to this. There has to be. And I've always remembered that. And I'm like, something's going to eventually come out that this is a thing. And it went into it because it was like kids get trafficked to this location and are forced to stay there forever. Like, and then whenever they're done, because they've drugged up these children, they have assaulted these children, they have basically fucked their brain so badly, then they drop them off in a location as like a drug addict and whatever, and there they go, you know, probably homeless people. So like there's so many things that was about that, like that whole story, that I was like, I bet you I know exactly who the politicians were. And as the Epstein files started to come out, I'm like, oh my God, this is the story. This is the fucking story that I read like probably like 8 years ago is whenever the story like came into my knowledge. So whenever I read that, I was like, this is a real fucking thing, especially with the website going down pretty fast. That was the first time that I was like, this is really bad. There's some like child trafficking ring like going on, but it's not civilians that are doing it. It's not the civilians. It's the higher ups. It's the 1% that's doing it.
Allegedly.
So I am kind of surprised that it took a little like this long, but also not, because of how much money and power they have. But like there's been unsolved mysteries, like episodes where the mom is like, I guess there was like a child abduction situation happening in like the 80s, and this mom told this story of like her child gets abducted while he's like doing his paper route in the morning, and a few months later another child that looks similar to that child got picked up as well, and the mom said, you know, tried to like get all this, try to get her son found. No one was helping her. It's that usual 80s story of like, child goes missing. Oh, he has to be gone for 72 hours, which was bullshit to begin with anyways. What a fucking monstrosity that is. But, I digress. But, I, like, the mom said, like, later on in life, this man comes to her house and was like in her house, and she gets home and she's like, oh my God, and she's like, this is my son. And she was like, he has a scar or a birthmark on him that she matched up, and he showed her and was like this. And of course that could be a whole like a lie too, but at the same time I'm always like, that plus that story, and now all of the Epstein files coming out, and I'm like, some shit's going on. And the worst thing is like, being an SW, I hear a lot about like child trafficking and things like that, because like sex workers are always the ones that are hit the hardest when it comes to anti-trafficking legislation. It never has protected children. It has never effectively gotten a child out of that system. It is only hurt SW and put us at higher risk and gotten us more into, you know, issues with police and things like that. We have, you know, as an SW, we fight for rights, not rescue. We want it, we want it decriminalized, not legalized. Legalized means that the government can still hover over us and choose what we do and how we do it instead of how we want to do it. So if I wanted to be full service, then I would have to work at a brothel. I wouldn't be able to work on my own, in my own space, doing my own thing. I would have to work under that and be subject to having to pay out to all these people that are within there losing me money. And we don't want that. We want decriminalization, not legalization. But these laws don't help children. And now with all of the legislation that they just passed to harm children, it shows to the nth degree, like, that they don't give a shit about kids. Like, none of the Republican Party gives a shit about children. They've used legislation to harm, like, regular Americans. And, like, FOSTA SESTA, for instance, was passed as anti-trafficking legislation, which has done nothing but harm SW. And also, it's harmed civilian women as well. So anytime a woman posts, like, a slightly sexy photo on the internet and it gets pulled, that's FOSTA SESTA. That's the anti-child trafficking shit. That's the reason. It's because of all of the lies that they have been feeding the American public of, like, oh, these laws will help this, and it's not even remotely close to that. It's wild. It's wild. And then they make these legislations with zero input from the people that it affects. So here we are again, standing on the fucking precipice of doom, of having this legislation that's going to affect us. And if you're the richest fucking person in the whole wide world, you can have all the fucking money in the world, but whenever you move out to that rural area because you have a horse farm and you're out there vacationing and all of a sudden your child gets stepped on by that fucking Clydesdale, God forbid, and they have to be rushed to that hospital, and it's only a matter of time because a Clydesdale against a tiny child, that's not a good recipe. You know what I mean? And that child all of a sudden loses a limb or, you know, loses their life, God forbid, because you couldn't get to a hospital in time because you voted for the orange overlord that made all of the rural hospitals shut the fuck down. Time is of the essence when there is an emergency. Time is of the essence when you have a stroke, when you have a heart attack, when you have an accident. And there's a lot of farm workers out there that get into accidents. I've seen it. I've been in Southern Illinois. Like, Southern Illinois is my home base. Also West Springfield, Mass, but I spent a lot of my childhood in Southern Illinois with, like, farmers' kids. There are times where their dad will lose a fucking finger or lose a limb because of a farming accident. But there was a hospital right there. There's a hospital in Benton, Illinois, that is close to my home area. In order to go to a hospital that is the closest to that one, you would have to drive about 45 minutes. If that Benton hospital closes down, they will have to drive 45 to an hour to go to the Marion Memorial Hospital that I used to work at, and that one gets 45% of their funds from Medicaid and Medicare. And from what I'm gathering is that most hospitals that take at least 30 to 40% of their money from Medicaid and Medicare, they're at risk of closing their doors. So if Marion is closed down now, this Benton person now has to drive an hour more to go to the Carbondale Hospital. But again, guess what? That's also rural. I haven't checked the Carbondale Hospital to see if they're like taking in 30 to 40% Medicare. Medicaid, because I'm pretty sure that they do, because I'm 90% sure most people in Southern Illinois are on some sort of government assistance. They're doomed. My mom is doomed. Like, that scares the shit out of me. My mom has a bad heart. She has to drive to Paducah, Kentucky, which is like several hours away, just to go to her heart doctor. So, like, there's a lot. Like, this is not just going to affect the lower end of people. The higher ups are going to get there too. It's going to take them a little bit more time, but it's going to happen. It's only a matter of time, babes. All of us. All of us. So, man, fucking call your reps. Bother the shit out of them. Guys, we are in for a ride. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a rough, rocky ride. But we have to keep fighting. We have to. If we don't and we give up, then all of us are doomed. The amount of people that will perish more so if we do nothing will be exponential. It'll be exponential. I believe that if we don't fight at all, then there's a good chance that it's going to be bigger numbers than the Holocaust. Like, it wouldn't surprise me. If we allow them just to, like, go rampant, and we just resign ourselves up to Christian nationalism, it's going to be curtains for people like me. I'm dead. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I'm going to be one of the first ones to go. They're going to wrangle up all of us. You think that those showers were a fucking joke? Not a fucking joke. I want to get off this ride too. We all do. But we have to like punch on our way down, you know? I don't think it's completely bleak. I don't think that's completely, all for nothing. It's going to suck. It's going to suck. But I think that it's going to be worth it. Like, we're going to be able to fight it, and we are going to, like, our fighting is not going to be for naught. We're going to fight. We're going to win. Again, Mamdani getting the Democratic, spot to run for a New York mayor. That's a huge deal. That's a huge deal. I mean, Trump is scared to death of him. If he wasn't scared of him, he wouldn't threaten him the way that he's threatening him with deportation and denaturalization. He wouldn't be trying to redistrict Jasmine Crockett. He wouldn't be trying to, arrest AOC. He's scared. All of these people symbolize what we're going to do and what we are currently doing. That's why he's scared of them. That's why he's trying to redistrict Jasmine. Because if he gerrymanders her district just right, but here's the thing, is those districts are going to suffer hard under this bill. And they're going to start researching. I believe that people are going to start researching or going, asking questions. Well, everybody that's in power is a Republican. Everybody that is in power right now, the people that are passing those laws are all Republicans. There is no escape from that. So them trying to point the blame at someone else is goddamn impossible. And we're not going to let them do that. Because we're going to do the same thing that we've done to, in interviews to various senators and House members, where they're in debate and they show a photo and they're like, see, he's flipping off the American people. And it's like, no, that's not the full post. This is the full post. You cropped the photo. Like, shit like that is going to be the things that you won't even have to say a fucking word to your family member or your friend that's trying to, say something. You just go, so what's that? It's a lie, is what that is. So, yeah. What sucks is many Democrats are just scared. I don't know. I haven't researched that. If they are, it's probably because they have internalized racism. So that's probably more of what it is. If I was a betting man, I would definitely say it's that. But honestly, the Democrats, some of them should be scared of him in the terms of he's now showing us that we can get what we need and we want out of our administration. So yeah, it means that other Democrats are going to run against other Democrats because they're not doing their job well enough. If that's what you mean as far as the scared thing. Because some of the people that have came out that I've read on at least the Republican side have been all nothing but fucking racist rants. So I'm not sure because I haven't read anything about the Democrats. So it's one of the two. It's one of the two things. Because I can't imagine it being anything other than those two things. It's either racism or they're in fear for the fact that their seat's going to be come for by someone that would gun for it. I would totally run for office. Could I do it? I don't know. But they're definitely going to throw up that sex work thing. They're going to be like, oh, sex worker. I'll be like, were you watching my shit? I know it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. You slut. I would be horrible. So I would have to be prepared for that, which I would be because I would have so many fucking comebacks that wouldn't even be funny. So I don't know. I don't know. I just hope that people start losing fucking what's his name? The extremely trans phobic senator from North Carolina governor that tried to run for North Carolina and lost I think he had 30. I think it was an insanely low number. And I was like, this is what you get, motherfucker, because he was like, I hate trans people. And then he's like, and then it came out that his entire porn history is him watching trans people, trans women. And he's like, I like it because it takes the man out. I was like, oh, honey. Oh, honey. You know that you're gay, right? You're at least pansexual. You're at bare minimum pansexual here, bud. Come on. Come out of the closet. And I said it yesterday. I would bet money that all of the Republican Party is queer in some capacity, some way, shape, or form, and I could figure it out pretty quick. Some of them are very obvious. Lindsey Graham. You're right by the door, right where the door opens and the light. Your toes are right there, buddy. Come on, Lindsey. Come on. They're right there. That's why the fucking Grindr goes down every RNC. Every RNC, it goes down, baby, because it's slammed for ass. Those boys are out there trolling for ass on the on the DL. Come on, man, come on, please. It's definitely not a liberal versus leftist thing. Yeah, there's so many infighting, and that honestly needs to stop, because honestly we all want the same thing, which is a better fucking life. It's definitely a class war situation. We're definitely in a class war without a doubt. Because I mean, fucking look at it. It's a class war, and I really need people to wake up to that, because it is them versus us. We are the majority. We are the ones slaving every day at our jobs, trying to make a better world for ourselves and our children and our children's children. We just want everyone to get along. We would like to laugh at jokes and make comedy instead of crying over the fact that we're going to possibly lose our health care or our jobs or both, or, you know, our home, everything. Like, we are in a place where we have to start binding together, because it's we the people. It's we the people. We need to band together and tell them who the fuck they're actually working for. Because they're not working for Trump. They're not working for fucking Putin. They're not working for anybody other than the fucking American people. They are not being bossed by the right people anymore. And we need to start stepping up and like making those changes. And it's scary, and it's going to be hard, and it's not going to be an easy ride, but fuck it, we have to do it. We have to. Or else what happens? Though, like I said, I swear to God, I feel like if we just sat back and did nothing, our numbers of American deaths would be as much as the Holocaust. Between the undocumented immigrants getting fucking killed in internment camps, them inevitably, because Trump already said he's going after American citizens next. What does that mean, bud? What the fuck does that mean, huh? Does that mean, like, you know, what Laura Loomer said, which is, what is it? There's 63, the alligators will have 63 or whatever. Like, how many Hispanics are in the country? Like, I don't know if you were here for that, but like Laura Loomer and her fucking Nazi ass posts. 65 million Latino and Hispanic residents in the United States. So once they're done with them, there's the indigenous population, the black and brown population, the gay population. Let's go religion. I mean, they're going to go after that too. I'm in that two of those categories. You know, it's only a matter of time before people start getting picked up in the other categories. And they're going to not be able to survive those internment camps either. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, put me in the fucking alligator Alcatraz. I'm not surviving. I can't survive that heat. I'm going to be honest. There's no way. There's no way. I can barely survive the heat how it is now. I don't do well in heat. Like, my arthritis fucking flares up. I get migraines in the heat. Like, all of this shit that I'm, like, it's curtains for me. So, you know, it's only a matter of time. If we don't do anything, then we're all doomed. So we have to do things. Like, we absolutely have to do things. Anything can be looked at and, you know, they can point a finger at you and be like, that one. Any of us. Like, I always say, I'm like, cosplayers, you think that you're safe? Our community is going to be gunned for. In some way, shape, or form, the cosplay community is going to get hit hard. Hard. Because, like, they're going to go after people dressing up, I'm sure. Or, like, oh, if you're dressing up gender, like, you know, you're gender swapping a character. Or you're, you know, dressing up as a male character, at, you know, masculine or whatever. Oh, even if you're not a part of the LGBT and you're a straight female dressing up as a man in costume, there's a good chance that might be a problem. So it's all of us. It's gonna affect all of us. It's just a domino chain at that point. So you have to throw those wrenches into the gears. You have to continuously throw those wrenches into the gears. If you don't slow down the system, I mean, for, you know, the 6 months, Jesus Christ, it's only like 7 months into his 6 months into his presidency, and he's already gotten this far. But we have thrown wrenches into it so far. We've been throwing wrenches into it. Imagine how fast this would have went if we wouldn't have been doing that. So we have to continuously do that more, and we need to get more people on board that are willing to throw in those wrenches. That's why I said, fuck it. I'm going to start actually speaking out and like using my platform and using my voice and doing these like things. And like for me, I'm always watching, you know, politics and shit. So I was like, originally whenever I was like choosing what I was going to do on my lives, I still haven't even fully landed on anything, but it just seems to me that it's going to end up being where I'm going to be talking about politics primarily. And I'm like, son of a bitch, I didn't want this. But I'm okay with it and I'm good with it, and I'm happy that I've kind of landed a little bit on this. This is a choice to start doing, cuz like, you know, might as well. I as an SW, I don't ever get a chip to dip in legislation that affects me directly, so I might as well just start screaming to the rooftops about everything else. And again, my name's Jenna Say What, so if I'm not using the Say What portion of my name, what the fuck am I doing? The fuck am I doing? But yeah, like, maybe one day I won't have to talk this much about politics. Maybe I won't, you know, maybe one day that's going to be a thing, but I feel like at this point, that's probably going to be a majority of my stream. Mine is like, you know, with sprinkled stuff throughout. Can I be the female Hassan? Can I? I'm just teasing. I don't want that kind of notoriety. I'd probably have a heart attack. But yeah, I want to like be a little bit more of like an advocate and a beacon and start doing that shit. I don't know what that's gonna look like coming onto my TikTok or my Instagram or whatever, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna traverse these waters and figure out what the branding will eventually land on, or if the different platforms are just gonna be different pieces of me. Pieces of me. But yeah, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be a wild ride where a lot of us are gonna go broke. I mean, I'm already old poor, so like, I'm good. I feel like I've geared up my entire life for this moment. But yeah, again, before, like, what time is it? Oh, I'm gonna do about 20 more minutes. I'm trying not to overexert myself on streams or whatever, but if you are going to, or if you are willing to, the Women's March is having a protest. It's a nationwide protest, starting tomorrow. Definitely go to it if you can. If you are going to go to it, definitely bring plenty of water. Bring, you know, goggles if you can't wear your glasses. I have contacts. I don't have any pairs of glasses because I can't afford them. It's great. And I did buy a pair of glasses I thought were correct, and they were the wrong prescription. And so I'm kind of fucked on that. So I will have to go get some goggles. Grab a respirator or even just a cloth mask, like from COVID. Maybe double up on it just in case, like, especially if, you know, mace and bear spray, not bear spray, but if they start, you know, pepper spraying us. If you do get pepper sprayed, saline solution for your eyes is the best thing. Milk if you have it, but definitely carry some saline with you. Rinse your eyes out. What is it? The stuff that they spray at us is a dust. So you'll need to get out in the middle of an open area to shake everything off. Don't bring your phone with you if you can help it. I will probably be going live, so I'm going to keep my phone with me. Also, I'd love to see him fucking try. I'm just expediting my alligator Auschwitz ticket. But yeah, what else? You know, oh goodness, I suggest that, especially if there's a chance that you might get pepper sprayed, definitely put, like, I personally would keep like a plastic bag in my car, to tie off, put like a robe or something, and try to like get out of whatever clothing I have on me to not, do whatever, or just put like a garbage bag over your car seat, just have like a bag in there just in case, just to kind of keep that powder from getting on literally everything. If you have asthma, please be careful out there. Have your inhaler, your rescue inhaler, whatever you need. Definitely, again, water, water, water. It's going to be toasty. Global warming is absolutely 1,000% a thing. I mean, luckily it's not bad today for the area that I'm in, but, yeah. Okay, there we go. Yes, continue. I want to know what's tomorrow's weather like. But anyways, yeah, so it's going to be a hot one. It's going to, be a lot. Also, sunglasses. I learned that the hard way because I was standing in the middle lane protesting the last time, and it was, hey, I'm good, Abby. How are you doing? I was in the center lane protesting, and like some sort of like guck flew into my eye to the point where I took my contact out and it was like black on my lens, and I was like, oh my god. And I was able to like clean off my lens and pop it back in my eye. Not as sanitarily as possible, or had I hoped. But I definitely learned my lesson. Sunglasses, head covering, like shade, like a baseball cap. I did that as well. So yeah, making sure that you're protected, have an exit strategy, be as peaceful as possible. If you see someone acting out, especially if they're on your side, talk to them. I had to do that to a dude at our last protest, and he was going fucking ballistic on a Trump supporter, and I stood between him and the Trump supporter because I was like, I'm not going to allow you to be the reason that this gets shut down or we get made the example of in the news. No. And then he yelled at fuck you at me and then left. And then the Trump supporter thanked me because, like, honestly, the dude was like he was like chest to chest with this Trump supporter and like doing the like chest bump at him. And that's whenever I shoved my sign in between him and then did that and pushed him back and like got in between him. So if you see that shit, call it out. Call it out. Don't be afraid to. Or if I always say bring friends with you. One, because it's stronger in numbers, but also, because you may have a friend that's like me that will 1,000% do shit like that and not give a fuck. I will immediately put myself in between two dudes and immediately de-escalate that situation because I am an SW and I do dom work, so I know how to fucking talk to those little shitheads. Like, I know how to mom dom them. I normally mom dom. So, like, it's been a little while since I've mommy dommed, but I do have that energy, and I will 1,000% wield it like a goddamn sword. Every time. Every time. Gonna grab a drink and watch a movie. Nice, Abby! Hell yeah. Hells yeah, dude. What did you eat? I don't think you ever responded to me. What did you eat? What were you snacking on? I think I was too busy talking about tacos and getting some tacos, even though I have tacos at the house. But there's taco cart tacos from an actual Hispanic dude down the street that I know are better than mine. Because I know there's fucking cilantro on that motherfucker. I don't have that soap gene, and my God, do I eat the shit out of some cilantro. If you have that soap gene, I'm so sorry, but I'll eat that cilantro for you, bud. Don't worry. But yeah, like, I really want to go up there and get a taco, even though I have tacos here. I'm not going to. I need to finish my tacos here. But tomorrow, I'm getting tacos from that place, because I want to patron them. But, yeah. And then tomorrow night, I'll probably be on with Figure Fight Club as well, over on YouTube, doing that, doing some action figure shit over on there. It's gonna be less Debbie Downer than mine. So, oh no, is my chat being weird? Oh no, oh no. It's right at 7:48. So if it's actually going down, that's really funny because it's right on time. It's right on time. It's right on time. That'd be so funny if it is. Oh no, it doesn't say that I'm live. Oh no. Did it go down? It might have went down. R.I.P. Abby, is it still good on YouTube? If it's not, then that's fine. I think it's only live on Twitch right now. Right? 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 Possibly. Oh, it's still live on Twitch, so we're good on Twitch. Hey. But I might not know what Abby had for dinner, and that really upsets me because I like hearing about people's food. I'm the weird friend that likes to see the photos of your food. But that's also because I'm a recovering anorexic, and I used to just only like to watch people's food because I'm like, no, that's too much calories. That's too many calories. I can't. No, I did miss it. Oh, you had Mexican food? I knew it. I felt it in my heart. Oh, God. Oh. Okay, sweet. Excellent. But yeah, I'm the weird person that wants to hear about your food. I love it. I can't help it. Oh, Al, whenever I come visit you, we're getting fucking Mexican food. I'm not even kidding. Because it's gonna be real, and I need it. I need that Southwestern Mexican food. Oh, God. I'm gonna eat so much Mexican food, it's not even gonna be funny. Dude, I'm gonna gorge myself. And I'm gonna sweat like a fucking crazy person. But I don't care. Because I'm gonna get Mexican food. That's so funny, though. I don't think I ever really made that connection until I said it out loud and was like, oh, that's why I always loved watching other people's, like, stories with their food. It's because I used to be an anorexic, and I'm a recovering anorexic. So, that's why. Man, I hate, Sir, I know. Oh, no, it is. It's freaking out on the YouTube, I think. On the tubes. I think. I really do. I think that's, like, fucking up on that side. R.I.P. Oh, I want to switch my account because I think I'll be able to figure it out a little bit faster on my other account. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Anyways, I guess, whatever. It's, it doesn't want to activate the chat. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's freaking out. Not the restream. Come on, bro. This is the social media gods saying that I need to not be online. Oh, it says that it's on there. Huh. Weird. I don't know. Alright, well, it is 7:51 and I normally stream until 8. And it seems like the YouTube one is being a little cranky pants, which is totally fine. I get it. But anyways, yes, if you are going to the protest tomorrow, please be careful. That's the link for the Women's March tomorrow. Just because it says Women's March doesn't mean that you can't go. If you are a they, them, or a man, please go. Al, that's not a call out to you because I think you're the only non-binary person in here. That's not directed at you. It's very hot where you're at. Please be careful if you do go. I need you to drink so much fucking water. It's not even funny. Thank you. But anyways, if you're going to the marches, please be safe. Please be careful. Remember that we need to stay peaceful. And again, stay hydrated. All the PPE protection equipment that you can get. To make sure that if you do get pepper sprayed, that you are as protected as you can be. But anyways, if you are not following me on my other platforms, I can't talk right now. If you are not following me on my other platforms, please go visit jennasaidwhat.com/links, and you will find all my links in my bio. Supporting me is very easy. All you have to do is click the follow button on all my social media, and I would greatly appreciate that. It is my birthday month, so I do really want to finally go past 9,000 or 9K on there. That's been 9K since or 10. I forgot what my number is, but whatever that number is, it has been stagnant on that fucking number for 6 years, and I just want to break it. So Instagram, definitely please give me a follow. If not, give me a follow on all the other platforms. If you would like to support me a little further, I do have my Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal on my links as well if you would like to donate that way. If you do donate during the stream, I will see it and I will read out your comment out loud if you would like. If not, that's totally fine. Again, free way to support me is jennasaidwhat.com/links, and click the follow button on whatever social media platform you have. Anyways, you're saying it's tattoo appointment on Saturday. Ooh, I'm excited for you. 10.8. Yeah, 10.8 or 10. It's 10.9. It's definitely 10.9. So if we can get me past that goddamn 10.9 that I've been sitting on for 7 years, I would greatly appreciate it, because I have lost my mind just trying to figure out how to break that. So anyways, I will catch you guys next time. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I